Hi, I'm Janna Donovan. I'm an anxiety specialist with an MBA, otherwise known as the Work Stress Guru. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'd like to talk with you again about high achievers who are overfeelers, and a lot of those emotions that we overfeel. Some of us are anger and irritability and distrust and envy and guilt. And guilt is the one I want to talk with you about today. And I want to start to keep this short. I want to start with the advice instead of with a description of the problem. And yes, I've come outside so I can be with the wasps and the people mowing their lawn. Guilt is one of those emotions that is the top of the list for those of us who were made to feel guilty when we were kids, and maybe because of addiction or some other kind of dysfunction, or people bullying us or coercing us when we were kids. So the advice is, I would like you to sit down, get out a piece of paper, and write this sentence: it is okay for me to say no when blank. And then I want you to write as many reasons as you can think of for when it is fine for you to say no. And so it's easy to write the list, and the list can include things like: when I don't have enough information, I'm too tired, I don't want to, that's not, doesn't fit my values. I mean, there's a million reasons why you can say no. And the writing the list is not the hard part. Now I'd like you to take that list and think of all the people in your life that it is hard to say no to, that you get sick and a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach when you try to say no to them. And usually that's a person that you tend to take care of them emotionally. It could be a parent you can't say no to, a child, a spouse, a sibling, someone who you take care of. And it's very hard to say no to these people. So not saying that you're going to have difficulty saying no to a coworker, but maybe you have difficulty saying no to a boss. And so then you go back over your list and say, when can I say no to my boss? When I've had too much, when I've got too many projects on my plate, when is it? So that's the advice for today about guilt. And I feel if you're an overfeeler, you probably think that guilt is one of the hardest ones. Once it comes up, you don't really think about it, but when it makes you feel sick at your stomach, it can actually harken back to a time when you were made to feel guilty by someone who bullied you, by someone who made it your problem if they felt badly, by someone who demanded that you be perfect even though they weren't. And a lot of this starts when we're kids, and so we don't know any other way. And guilt is the hallmark of the adult child of alcoholism, adult child of dysfunction. There's a great website that I'll keep talking more about. It's called adultchildren.org. There's some questions on there. Anyway, if you'd like to talk with me, please call, write, or text. If I'm not licensed in your state, I'll help you find someone who is. And if anything I've said today causes dark thoughts, please call 1-800-273-TALK. It's staffed 24 hours a day. And I'm Janna Donovan. My website is www.workstress.guru, because I'm the Work Stress Guru. Thanks a lot for listening.